With me for another edition of QB1 is one of the best quarterback experts around, and Crissy Froyd, and she's here to talk Missouri signal caller Jack Abraham. Abraham had he's had an interesting life journey. What led him to Mizzou, and was it surprising to see him land there of all places?
Yeah, he put up a really high number of passing yards at Southern Miss, but dealt with injury and then comes to Mississippi State, has a chance to potentially overtake Will Rogers, who is now considered one of the best quarterbacks in the SEC, and then he gets injured again. So I think it's just been, honestly, I hate to say it, but a series of unfortunate events that have led him to have to transfer again. But I think that he lands in a really good spot to kind of show that, hey, I can still do this at a high level, and then to have to transfer again and to go somewhere where it's actually somewhere of meaning in a division like the SEC.
And you just mentioned that kind of competition with Will Rogers. Just how close was it for him at Mississippi State?
I think it was a lot closer than people might be led to believe, because Will obviously did win the job. But I think that throughout the spring that they were together, that if you look at the practices and the stat sheet that I saw, some of them after the practices, they really were neck and neck. And I thought that Abraham had a really big edge as far as experience goes. And so I think that he's someone that Mississippi State would have rolled with, or at least given a really big fighting chance to. And so I think that means a lot for him moving forward into another environment.
Considering the tough luck injury, what you mentioned with competing with an elite level quarterback in the sport, to what extent is Abraham a quarterback with what you may say is untapped potential?
Yeah, I think there's a lot. I think that he caught a lot of attention at Southern Miss because of the numbers he was putting up and just the level of accuracy that he maintained and his ability to run pretty much any type of offense, because he's been under a lot of different coaches. He's a multi-transfer, if you will. And so he's somebody with a high football IQ that I think can do a lot.
You've spoken with him in the past. Like, what information have you gathered from your conversations with him as a football player and just as a person?
Well, for one, he's a fighter. I mean, he went through a lot with a pretty severe head injury that he suffered in camp that had a long recovery time, and that was hard on him both physically and mentally. And he just through everything that he's been through, I think he's remained really mentally tough and has kind of just kept his eyes on the prize. And so I think that he's really happy to remain in the SEC. He is really eager to show people that he can do more than just be successful as a group of five level quarterback. I think that he lands in a good spot at Mizzou. I think that they mesh well, and I think that he's seen pretty much everything that a playbook could possibly have to offer offensively. So I think that he's someone that's going to be just step in and be ready from day one. And so this is his first real chance on a big stage to show what he can do. And so I think we're going to get an answer as to just who Jack Abraham really is. And I think that it might be a lot more exciting than some people may think.